Are you tired of feeling guilty for not practicing?
Please, guitars, forgive me for not practicing.
Do you dread the thought of another boring practice session? If yes, then in this video, I'm going to break down for you why practicing can sometimes feel like more of a chore rather than a choice. That's why this video is going to be more of a talking one today, but I promise you that by the end of it, you'll know exactly how to fix your routine so that not only you can have a good time while practicing, but you're mainly starting to see results again. And if it's your first time here, then welcome. It's so great to have you here. My name is Lukas and I help guitar players to get over that intermediate rut to get their playing where it deserves to be after all those years. If interested, links in the description. And without further ado, let's dive in. For many of us, the issues of feeling demotivated when it comes down to playing the guitar boils down to three main factors: monotony, lack of progress, and feeling overwhelmed. But don't worry, each of these hurdles has its own solution and I'm here to walk you through them. So first up, monotony. The same old exercises day in and day out can and will kill most of the people's enthusiasm. So how do we tackle this? Simply by mixing it up. If you follow the simple 20-80 rule, then make sure at least 20% of your practice routine is always something that's new to you. Otherwise, if you're repeating the same things that got you to this stage of feeling demotivated in the first place, it'll be very hard hoping it'll give you any other results if nothing changes. That's why I would recommend first getting super clear on your goals. What's the number one thing that will have the biggest impact on your playing? For example, it can be songwriting. Then if that's the case, then you just write 3 sub-goals, which in this instance, it can be theory, technique, and rhythm. And then decide which out of these 3 will move the needle the most for you. And once you have that, let's say it's technique, so then you just need to decide which are 2 most important techniques for you that you like the sound of in riffs the most and go from there. By setting small achievable goals, you're more likely to stay motivated as you exactly know what you're working towards and what are the next steps you need to take. Thanks to it, you're taking your practice from a chore to a more of a challenge. Next, let's talk about progress, or sometimes the lack of it. This is a big demotivator for many of us. My tip, record yourself, is the most direct form of feedback. It's hard to see improvements day by day, but if you compare recordings over the weeks or months, you'll start to notice just how far you've already come. That's why students inside of the modern guitar course need to upload videos of their assignments. Thanks to it, we can hold them accountable, but mainly provide them with valuable feedback. As external feedback from someone who's, for example, where you already want it to be, will shine a light on improvement areas you might not have noticed and will reaffirm the progress you're making. That's why if you're not in a position where you can join a paid program, then make sure you at least join some free community on the internet. But be super aware that most of the time they are full of sour players who will talk trash to you instead of providing valuable feedback you can hugely benefit from. The second, more safe option would be to find someone in your local area you can practice the guitar with. That way you'll hold each other accountable and progress together. Now on to tackling feeling overwhelmed. The sheer amount of information on the internet can paralyze even the best of us. Nowadays, we have access to an endless amount of information available to us on the internet, but we have a limited bandwidth to consume it all. That's why it's not about finding the right information anymore, but knowing how to successfully apply that piece of information. That's why it's important to start small and applying the information you find straight away, so you can quickly analyze whether it's having a good impact on your playing and bringing you closer to your goals. If not, replace it with something else straight away. That way you'll be focusing on one small skill or piece at a time, and therefore it's less exhausting and more doable. And lastly, don't forget to schedule your practice sessions. Make a practice schedule that fits comfortably into your life. Consistency over intensity. So rather than aiming for 5 hours on Saturday, instead play 40 minutes every single day. The most important thing will never scream the loudest. That's why it's on you to prioritize them in your day. and consciously decide, hey, from 6 o'clock till 6:40 is my practice time, and I want everyone to respect it. So just adjust it so it fits your daily life. With these strategies in place, you'll be able to absolutely revamp your practice routine. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter. No more dreading practice sessions. Instead, you're going to embrace it. You're going to make it fun, rewarding, and most importantly, effective. So what's the first step? Pick one of these strategies and implement it in your next practice session. Maybe you'll get clear on your goals. Start recording yourself, or perhaps you'll just break down your practice into smaller segments that can be measured. Whatever it is, make a commitment to change how you approach your practice sessions. Not just today, but every single day from now on. What you put in is always what you get out. So if you're going into your practice routine with only 30% of intention, that's exactly what you will get back. So instead, make sure to stay intentional and put 80 to 100% in. I'm excited to hear about your progress, so don't hesitate to share your experiences with me in the comments below. And if you are looking for a guaranteed way to get your playing to that advanced level, then make sure to check out the link in the description. Don't worry, there is no webinar, free training, none of that. It's just a video of me telling you how I can help you to get there. You don't need to click it. I really don't mind if you do click it or not. But if you're ready to be part of something way bigger and make your guitar efforts as efficient as possible, then make sure to check it out. Apart from that, I want to thank you so much for being here and supporting this channel by watching these videos. You're the pure reason why I make them. So if you're still here by the end of it, then please let me know in the comments below. And apart from that, I hope you have an amazing day. Keep the guitar alive, and I'll see you in the next video.